With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I am not. I can provide.
See, that's that bullshit. I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. Nigga, stand with your boy. Man, I know this nigga. I know he wouldn't do this shit. That's that bullshit. Stand with your boy. I wasn't there, so I can't confirm nor deny what happened. Nah.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right time. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell the nigga pipe down.
But anyways, we got Stephen A. Smith chiming in, and the way he makes it, I don't think he said anything really that bad, but his pauses and his dramatization of the situation makes it sound like this nigga Shannon Sharpe about to pass away.
Edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you over the digital airways of you, and where I have to finish. There's only going to be one subject discussed today.
Uh-oh.
And it's where we're getting started. It's involving some news that broke yesterday involving Shannon Sharpe, my colleague at ESPN and my friend. The Hall of Fame tight end was sued on Sunday by a woman proceeding under the name Jane Doe pseudonym. The 13-page civil complaint filed in Nevada alleges that Sharpe committed assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. The plaintiff alleges Sharpe sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. The suit also alleges that Shannon engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. It should be noted.
And here's the thing about Stephen A. When Trevor Bauer was accused, he damn near made it seem like he was guilty. And now he's giving Shannon Sharpe the benefit of the doubt, which I get it, his friend. But here's a problem with the men. And I'm going to address men in this one. Y'all too quick to believe these hoes. And the simps are the reason why bitches are able to do this with no consequences. The legislators, the lawmakers who won't update these archaic laws. There's no fucking reason why a bitch should be able to accuse you falsely and then have no consequence afterwards. When she can ruin a man's career, ruin a man's life. It's bullshit, absolute bullshit.
That the suit was filed by attorney Tony Busby. This is the same attorney that filed a suit against Jay-Z and P. Diddy, alleging they both sexually assaulted a minor, which has since been withdrawn. Jay-Z also has countersued Busby. By the way, the plaintiff in the Sharpe civil suit is not the woman heard in the accidental Instagram live stream incident that made headlines last September of last year. In response to the suit, Shannon and his legal team went to social media yesterday and released a series of allegedly sexually explicit text messages between him and the Jane Doe. In addition to that, they issued the following statement, quote, "This lawsuit, filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed," end quote. Then earlier today, Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, sent TMZ Sports a 1-minute and 36-second clip of an alleged conversation between his client and Shannon. In response to that clip, Shannon Sharpe went back to social media and issued this response. Take a look.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to
So you should have kept that energy before you offered the 10 million, though.
take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Well, it's a sad situation.
Yep.
Shannon Sharpe is somebody I work with a couple of days a week. Shannon Sharpe is somebody that I brought to ESPN. Works on First Take, which airs on ESPN every weekday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. He's been with me every Monday and Tuesday. We've been number one for 13 years and counting. But since Shannon has arrived, obviously he's helped the show immensely. And I can't thank him enough for it. We've grown close as friends. I'd like to believe that. I certainly root for him. I know he's been through a lot in life. He's overcome a lot of things. And when he departed from Fox, I was more than happy to bring him on board here. So all I can speak about is what I know based on the reports. And I can speak about ESPN and Disney.
Uh-oh.
To be clear, even though this podcast, this YouTube show is owned and operated by me solely.
We got 1,074 people in the building. Make sure y'all go to my YouTube channel, #ReclaimYourThrone, to stream it from YouTube. Shout out to the people on X for supporting the show. Follow me. If you do not follow me, make sure you follow me on X at ReclaimD1. This is crazy. I am currently live streaming and live posting about this story on X. So, make sure you guys subscribe. Stephen A. Smith is addressing this story, and it looks like he is defending his friend, brother, colleague. We defending him too, but we also making fun of him because the nigga is doing some goofy shit, and he's doing old nigga game shit. So we got to make fun of him too.
It doesn't mean that I'm going to be dismissive of ESPN, who employs me in my daytime job on First Take. So I sit here before you today letting you know that they are aware that this is a subject that I was going to broach, because I owe them that courtesy. With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I am not. I can provide.
See, that's that bullshit. I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. Nigga, stand with your boy, man. I know this nigga. I know he wouldn't do this shit. That's that bullshit. Stand with your boy. I wasn't there, so I can't confirm nor deny what happened. Nah, I know from the reading the case that it's bullshit. Now, some of the things that were said, like I'm gonna choke the shit out you. Yes, he did say that, even though I thought it was cap. But like I said, it could be part of that kink play OnlyFans shit. So we don't know yet. But obviously the bitch lying. So we, like, as a friend, man, check this out. Hey, even though I'm flaming Shannon Sharpe right now, guess what I'm gonna say? I know this bitch lying. Shay, you should have never offered the bitch 10 million. You need to fire your attorneys because, for one, they letting you speak on an open case, which is, it's legal suicide to speak on an open case. I don't give a damn if you're defending yourself. Shut the hell up. Let everybody else give their commentary. Let your lawyers make statements for you, but don't let them make no goofy statements like, yeah, we tried to pay the bitch $10 million, tens of millions of dollars. Nigga, that's an admission of guilt, bro. Why would you try and settle with the bitch? That should have never came out. Your lawyer should have never said that. I don't even know if that question was asked or if he just presented it, you know, for free. But that was a bonehead move by the attorney.
Well, I know eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt.
See, that's and if you're a real friend, you say, I know for a fact my guy didn't do this. Whatever they're saying in the media, all this stuff, I know this nigga ain't gotta take no pussy. Come on, Stephen A. Come on, Stephen A. You can't do that now. You can't do that now, bruh. I can't speak on his innocence. Nigga, this is your boy, bro. I know my boy. I know he ain't taking no pussy. I know he ain't had to take no pussy. Period. This shit is fake. It's a shakedown. It's a fucking OnlyFans whore who should be treated as such.
From a knowledgeable place, because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person. I know what the reports say. I know the reports, the things that have been reported on a multitude of outlets, from the AP to the New York Post to Forbes to TMZ and everything in between. I mean, I can't even count the number of publications that have talked about it or written about it, networks, etc. It's all over the internet. It's everywhere. And I know that. I'm fully aware of that. This is not a criminal case. So it's not, there is no concern about him going to jail. This is a civil case, which means that he can either be found liable or not liable. The accuser in question is seeking $50 million. That was confirmed by Shannon Sharpe on that video today. According to the reports, it's somebody that he met in 2023. Who was 19 years old at that particular moment in time.
That's a W. Like a lot of people trying to make think pictures. Oh, see, this what happened when you were 50-year-old, bruh. These old sugar daddy niggas. Here's the problem, though. Why are you offering the money, Shay? You're good at your status, clout, good looking enough not to pay. So don't. It's that simple.
According to some audio that was put out earlier today by attorney Busby, you hear the accuser, the female, talking to somebody who is alleged to be Shannon Sharpe. We don't know whether that's true or not. And the person in question, again, we don't know whether it's Shannon or not. The words choke, as in I will choke the hell out of you if I saw you. And so because of that,
nigga, that's not what was said. She said, stop trying to manipulate me. He said, hey, stop saying that word manipulate, or the next time I see you, I'm gonna choke the fucking shit out of you. You know, so I mean, if you're gonna quote it right. But Stephen A, he's saying because of that, he can't stand behind Shannon on this one. And I somewhat agree. If I didn't know like the type of hoes these OnlyFans bitches are, and the type of like the limits that they push you to, and then also just the way that they like to be talked to, and if she's in any of the kink stuff, this is fair game. This is fair game.
Knowing that audio was probably going to come out along with additional tapes, whether they be video or audio is unclear at this particular moment in time. Shannon Sharpe felt compelled to come out in his own defense. How we interpret that? Let me be very, very clear about where I'm coming from. I'm a bit torn in terms of his response. On one hand, Tony Busby has sued Jay-Z. He did sue Diddy. He did accuse them, or represented the woman who was accusing them of assault, of sexual assault, and said that she was 13 years of age at the time when talking about Jay-Z and Diddy, and Jay-Z went ballistic and emphatically denied it, wouldn't let it go. The case was dropped, and now he's suing Busby, mentioning words like extortion and other things. So when Shannon Sharpe brought up Mr. Busby in that video that we aired and talked about him being extorted, he brought up Mr. Busby and Mr. Busby's past. And he talked about him, going against African-American men. There's two thoughts there. On one hand, there's the Jay-Z, who obviously should be presumed innocent, not just because you should be presumed innocent until found guilty, but because of the manner in which he fought on his own behalf and has been very aggressive in going after Tony Busby. In the case of P. Diddy, you don't know what to believe. Again, the case against Jay-Z was a civil suit. Diddy was a civil suit. But in Diddy, you don't know what to believe because of all the allegations he's facing. But we can't forget that Tony Busby was also the person that represented at least 24 of the 27 women that accused Deshaun Watson of sexual misconduct, along with other allegations. And at least 23 of those cases were settled. So we have an obligation to mention that. So on one hand, going on the offensive to defend himself, I completely understand where Shannon Sharpe is coming from. On the other hand, when his legal team issued out the press release on X yesterday, and they spoke about, they mentioned her name, and they revealed some of those explicit text messages, that was uncomfortable. And I don't know if that's a strategy that would work.
I agree. And if you are going to do some shit like that, release the blue and gray bubble iPhone text message thread. Don't just quote the text messages. Seem like he doesn't have the text messages anymore. He didn't keep receipts, and he had to go to his data provider to find the receipts. And yeah, I mean, that might be more reputable in the court, but in the court of public opinion, you need to drop them those blue bubbles.
One of the hardest things in the world for all of us to do is to just lay low and be quiet.
Yep.
And let out
literally what I said. But guess what? His lawyer put out that statement. It wasn't Shannon Sharpe. And his lawyer is putting out multiple statements that are not good, like admitting that they tried to pay the bitch $10 million. That was dumb. Admitting all of these things is stupid. Shannon, you're better than that. Shut the hell up. Hire new attorneys. Hire the attorneys that Jay-Z had.
our legal team doing it. And we don't always know whether or not that's the right thing to do. I know, and I can.
This is the same legal team that let him buy that $2 million house for damn near $5 million.
Tell you all that I spoke to Shannon, not in details, but I spoke to him, and he emphatically proclaims his innocence. According to Mr. Busby, his client emphatically proclaims his guilt. So where does that leave us? I'd love to tell you that I know the answer to that question, but I don't. I am the executive producer of First Take on ESPN. I recruited Shannon.
Uh-oh.
I went and got him and brought him to ESPN.
Uh-oh. Is he kicking him off the show? Holy shit.
But I'm not.
He said, this nigga making me look bad.
I went and got him and brought him to ESPN. But I'm not the boss.
Uh-oh.
Those are other folks.
Y'all know them other folks he talking about.
There are layers to this, and there are certain layers even I am not on. I can tell you, I also spoke to co-chairman of Disney, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro, who made it very, very clear we are taking this matter very seriously.
Ouch. That's suspended. And he's a contributor to the show too, so it's not like I don't think he has like a set in stone, contract that is guaranteed. I think it's more of a show up here, show up there, get paid here, get paid there type of thing. I can't be so sure. I don't really know. But he just said that the co-owner of Disney is saying, hey, we're taking it very seriously. So Shannon's cooked.
Very, very clear. We are taking this matter very seriously.
Ouch.
And we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there.
Ouch.
And that is all he said. And I can mention his name because I received his permission.
Ouch.
To say that. I don't know what that means. In my perfect world, this equates to Jay-Z, where the case ultimately dropped and Shannon is allowed to continue on First Take and continue to thrive and shine. And not just that, and have an illustrious career in the podcast stratosphere, doing Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco, doing Club Shay Shay, and ultimately gets this $100 million deal that he was all over the news about to sign just a couple of days before this report came out. In my perfect world, he moves on. And somehow, some way, we find this all to be false. But it doesn't seem like that's the way things are about to go down, considering who Mr. Busby is and how emphatic his client is proclaiming that she is right and she's telling the truth. I don't know where this is going to go. I can't speak to anything else.
Yeah, and see, a lot of people are talking about the age difference, but, especially a lot of black women, we're talking about the age difference with Shannon Sharpe and the girl. Shannon Sharpe being, I believe he's 56 years old. The girl was like, he said he met her in 2023. Yeah, so she was 19. No, because she was born in 2002. So she was 21 when he met her. I don't know why they're saying 19. She was born in 2002 because on her Instagram, she got her birthday as 22 in 2024, unless, these OnlyFans hoes do be lying about their birthday. But December 15, 2024 is her birthday. And it's saying that she was 22 at that time. So that means she was born in 2002. And he met her in 2023. So she would have been 21 at the time. Well, or am I tripping? Yeah. So I don't know why they're saying he met her at 19. Maybe he did. I don't know. Or maybe he first seen her in the gym at 19. I don't know.
I don't know who Shannon Sharpe's legal team is and what they're suggesting. I imagine that.
Oh yeah, but what I wanted to say about the AIDS thing, literally last week, a clip came out where Tracy Ellis Ross, the lady from the light-skinned woman from Living Single, and then she also was on Black Mirror on a really dope episode of Black Mirror, I will add. And here's the thing, I like Tracy Ellis Ross. I'm not trying to shame her or anything like that, or or shade her. Obviously, she is a post-wall cat lady type figure in the media right now, and she spoke about not having kids and being older and dating younger men. And a lot of black women, I mean, they justified it, and there were think pieces saying, oh well, she wasn't talking about men in their 20s like y'all men be doing. But she was, though, and they had no smoke for her, and they were defending her dating young men. So I don't see the problem with the age gap. The bitch is legal, so that's fine with me. That's actually a W that he's still good looking enough to be able to pull these type of hoes. The problem is when you get to the pay to play, if you're going to pay to play, it better be one time with that one bitch. You can't just keep paying the same bitch. You pay one bitch and then you find another bitch to pay, because the price going to go up every time.
Everything that has transpired has been at the behest of his lawyers, not just himself.
And his lawyers are giving him bad advice.
I can tell you again that when I spoke to him, he is emphatic in stating his innocence, that this is a shakedown, to use his words. How wise is it to use those kind of words when a civil matter of this nature is out there? When you have a podcast and you have advertisers and sponsors, and you work for ESPN and they have advertising sponsors, I don't know. What can we say if any of us were in that position and we felt or were proclaiming we were innocent? I don't know. And I'm not about to pretend. I just wanted to make sure.
This nigga sound like he giving a eulogy at a funeral. Like, damn, brighten up. At least talk about how this is my boy. I've been out on the town with him. I done seen him deal with bitches. I know he ain't taking no pussy. Come on, Stephen A. Defend your guy.
That I echo to all of you that the only reason I spoke on this issue is because he works with me 2 days a week. He's on national television. He was on national television with me today. He was on national television with me yesterday when the story came out Sunday night. I didn't know anything about it until we got on the air.
This nigga Stephen A, he slick sound like he trying to separate himself from Shannon. I ain't gonna lie. Trying to distance himself.
But he was on air. And if you know him in part because of all the work that he's doing with me and what he's doing in this industry, I know everybody's been waiting, like, Stephen A, what you got to say about this? I got to say what I just told you. I don't know what's happened. I know I got love for the brother. I know that I'm wishing that he's innocent and all of this stuff goes away and he can continue to thrive with me on ESPN and thrive in his own platforms that he worked so diligently over the years to build. But anything else would be entirely irresponsible for me to speak on. And I can't do that. Yes, I own this. This is my platform. But also have a day job and also understand what lawyers, what HR, and all of those other things entail. What I said is all I can say. And in all honesty, at this moment, it is all I know. I have no idea what direction ESPN and Walt Disney will go in when it comes to this matter. All I do know is it won't be me making a decision. It'll be others upstairs.
Damn.
In the end, all of us have someone to answer to. No matter how maverick we try to be, and we own our own business and we're our sole proprietors like I am on this platform and stuff like that. There are advertisers, there are sponsors, there are people you do business with, there are partners, and there are bosses. That's the situation, unfortunately, that Shannon Sharpe finds himself in at this particular moment in time. I sincerely wish him the best. I got love for him. And I hope all of this is just a sad ordeal that goes away because there was no truth to it. But I don't know. Neither do you or the rest of us. And only time will tell what the truth is. That's it for this edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show. Special edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show. Just want to let you know that. I'll holler at y'all later. Until then, peace and love, everybody.
Ouch. That didn't sound good at all. I'm not going to lie. Stephen A. didn't really defend him. He kind of addressed the situation, and that was pretty much it.
Become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.